Make a U-turn in 1,000 feet. Slight left. Take the next left. Sharp left. Turn right on. Continue on in a quarter mile. At the light in 600 feet. Turn right on.
You have reached your destination.
Yup. Alright, today's Veterans Day, and instead of doing nothing, I figured I'd do something with my car, and something that was not including seats or vinyl and leather and everything else. So it's seatbelt day, and I need to get these in, get them off my shelf so I can move some things around. And without further ado, I'll just open the box. So about 6 months ago, I bought these from Moss, and I got them on clearance. So I got 2 of these things for like 28 bucks, some crap like that. And I knew exactly what I needed, and I knew exactly why I needed it. There we go. Okay. Retractable, depending on how you move this sucker and move this sucker. You can put it in any kind of a plane that you want. This way, this way, this way, halfway, upside down, on and on, all in accordance with instructions. I already looked over these. I've already got one installed, actually. And these are the instructions. Basically, if you want, and I'm looking at this one right here, see if I can move in. Depending on how you are putting your belt, that one there at the very bottom where my finger is where you've got the whole thing here. Okay, so I will adjust this, and I will adjust this, and it should be all ready to go. Yeah, so it's already adjusted for the way I'm going to hang it, which is this pointing up. Perfect. There we go. I'll pause. No, I won't pause. This is the receiver, obviously, and these things are made for MGBs, MGB GTs, the Midgets, and TR7s. I had this exact same thing in my TR7 when I owned one. It comes with all of the hardware that you need. This long one I'll use to affix it to my my wall of my car, and then this little puppy to affix to the frame. And I'll do that. I'll do this one more in depth because there's a lot more that's going on. I'll pause. So like I said, I've already installed one of them, which was easy. There it is. Nondescript. Come on now. Ah, you fucker. Anyway, I'll fiddle with that in a little bit. Nondescript. Where is it? You can't really see it. That's nice. The way that it's installed up in there. And then the bottom part will go here. Okay. I long ago, when I was doing upgrades and small repairs on the frame, etc., welded in a captive nut. No kidding, welded in. So I'll say this again for effect. Welded in. Oops. And, you know, good to go. I did it on the other side as well, which is here. And all I will need to do is affix it, tighten it, and Bob is my uncle. Easy. So that being stated, I'll show you what the other side looks like. Damn. Older and older. Long ago, when I was doing stuff back in here, what you don't see was a plate that I put back in there for, what do you call it, for strength. Okay, I may take some black paint later on and or gray paint if I can find any, and you know, affix that, gray it in or whatever. And that's pretty much it. Okay. I don't anticipate any issues with that because, again, I've got a pretty stout plate back in there made with 1/4 inch, and you know, it's part there. Got the same thing over in there. You don't see the hole too well. It's right there. That's where the other one will go, and that is it. So I'll continue with other stuff as I go along here. Okay, I don't know why I even brought this out. I don't need it. Obviously the seat bottom, right? And you'll want the receiver to be really pretty much in parallel with the other anchor point. Thus, I don't need the sucker. It's in the way because I've got an anchor point right there. So all I'm going to do is trace over that way and more or less trace out where that's going to go. So give me a sec. Oh, and by the way, I had the wrong boards on the wrong area. So, I've got Amazon blue stuff on the bottom facing of one of these boards. I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to take a bunch of staples and make sure they never come down. Stupid. Oh, well. So, I have since labeled them correctly. Okay, so this will be about right here. I'm going to use the same welding pen to mark out the area around it. I'll take my Sawzall and dig that out, I think. May not be the best course of action. Maybe it might. Because, let me see. Let me get around the other side. Let me show you a little bit better. Because it's not going to go all the way down, and I want it to be. You know what? Let me move this sucker out of the way. Give me a sec. All right, here's a better angle with the light. That hole there needs to go completely and totally into the bracket, the whatever you want to call the seat rail. Something. So I am in fact going to remove the wood so that fits directly onto the frame, and I'll drill out what I need to, and then I will affix the darn clasp there. And that's going to be it. It'll be pretty easy to remove and install and so forth. So without further ado, I'll get that going and do all the stuff I need to do offline. The only thing that I'm a little bit concerned of is how much space I'm going to have above the wood, below the wood, whatever. So I may have to cup out some of this and see what I've got. I also will definitely need to remove some, I think, from the transmission tunnel itself. So we'll see how that goes. All right, this is done. You can see some of the shavings in there, but just drill a hole through there, put a nylock nut, and as you saw before, the floorboards will be, or have been, modified to go around that. And that is there specifically. So before I put this back in, I'm going to paint up the edges so that if I do get water in there, it's not going to ruin the floorboard or rust it out or whatnot. And here's the other one. I've yet to do that one, but like I said before, I'm gonna staple the hell out of that that Dynamat to the bottom of this thing because I fucked up which one was gonna go where. So without further ado, here comes the second one. And there we go. I might need to dig out a little bit of the area right in front. The intention is to put the seatbelts in first, then the floorboards, and then the transmission tunnel on top of that. And yes, I know transmission tunnels go beneath the floorboards, but I'm doing mine differently. So case I ever need access to this thing. That thing. There we go. Okay, so I may deal with that later. But you can see down here, that one's in. Looks just like that. My next step is to put a lot of sealant on the bare wood now and let it sit. And that is it for the seat belts. And again, that end goes there. I will do that later once I put carpet in. Guess I could put carpet in now, but guess I gotta show the tranny tunnel that's been surgeried. I took my angle grinder and ground out some area there. If you know these cars very well, that dot right behind the mount is actually the drain for these cars, at least the rear drain. So I have a little bit that I'm going to fill in there with something. I don't know. I wouldn't really need to worry about that though, because anyway, god dang it. Anyway, this is it. So that's how to do your seatbelts, at least the way that I did them. As a recap, whoa, on zoom. That belongs in an MGB GT or a TR7, TR8, or some other Triumph, right? Good God. And I just poked a hole through the bulkhead back there. I put a reinforcing plate as well as a washer when I cinched it down. Same thing here. In the frame there, long time ago, I drilled a hole and welded the captive nut in there. You can see that example here. And once I start getting more carpet and so forth into here, I'm going to, tie it all down and make it permanent. And that'll be it. What is on your mind, man? So not too awfully tough. The receiver mounts are mounted to the actual frame. I just drill holes and use the supplied bolts and nuts. You saw that earlier, and that's it for both sides. So easy. The thing is, you just get the kit from Moss, and it's for a TR7, TR8, MGB GT, MGB, and so forth. That is it. So what's next? I don't know. Hell, I don't know.
You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, yeah. We chased our pleasures here, dug our treasures there.